Are you looking for a good reason to start mentoring? Well, I've got a great one for you. Mentoring has been shown to be positive for mental health. We all know how important mental health is, and mentoring has been shown to be good for both mentors and mentees. I'm going to take you through why it's good. I'm going to show you some studies, and the links are in my blog below. And I'm also going to talk about 3 tips, 3 for mentors and 3 for mentees, and how they can help you keep in mind this positive connection with mental health when mentoring. Coming up next on ProjectSkillsMentor.com. Well, hi, I'm Liz, and I am the Project Skills Mentor. And you know, I believe in the power of mentoring. That's why I talk about it so much on my channel and on my blog. Let me read you something from an academic paper written in the UK. Mentoring relationships provide a unique context to discuss and normalize concerns, share ideas, and manage anxieties, and find meaning in work. And you know, sometimes we think mentoring is just helping someone negotiate a raise, role-playing a new job interview, or maybe working on their CV. And it can be those things, but I don't know about you, but I've had some mentoring meetings that haven't just gone from issue, resolution, action, and execution to I've had a terrible week or month. My boss just left, my job is on the line, I've had a personal life issue, and I just need to talk to somebody. And mentoring isn't just about the mentee having a one-way conversation about their anxieties, concerns, hope, dreams, and goals. Mentors can do that too. That's the mentorship concept I talk about. We each have highs and lows, good days and bad. So be ready for that. As a mentor and mentee, just know that that can happen and that can come into your mentoring relationship. If you have the right amount of trust and confidentiality, you can talk about anything. Give time to focus on how you're feeling, not just the tasks and actions. Because we all know how we're feeling has a huge impact on our ultimate ability to execute and realize our goals. By acknowledging how you feel, you can move on from that and make plans to move forward. So 3 tips for mentees. Stay flexible and reasonable, assess and take action, and give yourself grace. Stay flexible and reasonable. You know, you might have high expectations for yourself, but also for your mentor. Realize that while this is a professional relationship, there's only so much that can be done in mentoring. At the end of the day, you can use it as a moment to vent, you can use it as a moment to move forward and create goals, but if you need bigger help than that, you may actually want to seek help elsewhere. Being reasonable about what to expect and what can be done in the course of a mentoring relationship is really important. The next is assess and take action. Now, when life gives us lemons, we want to make lemonade, but sometimes we need to stop and just have a moment where we feel the stress of it all, or we feel anxiety or concerns about it. So once you've gone through the process of grieving the moment, the bad thing that's happened, then move on, try to take action. That'll give you a sense of control of your life, and use your mentoring moment to help you figure that out. Be a sounding board for what action can I take in this situation, and give yourself grace. That's the last point. You know, sometimes life goes off the rails and there's not a lot we can do. So it's okay to fail and fall sometimes, but it's the standing up, dusting yourself off, and moving forward that will help you see it through. So giving yourself grace for the moments when you do falter, fail, or not meet your objectives, that's okay. It's part of being human. Move on. So those are my 3 tips for mentees. What about mentors? Let's talk about that. So for mentors, I have 3 key tips. 1 is use a process. 2, ask open and big questions. And 3, create a framework and a time frame. Create a process. I've been using a process for about 5 years, and it's been vetted by both mentors and mentees, and I've updated it for 2022. Here's a link to my video on that process and how to use it. Also, I've got a free tool for you to download in that blog. The link is below. This process creates a beginning, middle, and end to your mentorship, and this process can help you be better engaged, understand each other better, build more confidence and trust, and have better results. That's not just true for mental health, that's true for all outcomes. So now that you've got a process, the next thing you want to do, and this is important for the start of mentoring, is to ask big and open questions. First, go broad. Ask questions to create a sense of self. Get to know that person, have them get to know you. Understand what's important to them, how they think, how they communicate, how their world looks. All of this helps to create a good baseline for understanding the concepts that you're going to go through as a mentor and mentee. Next, go deep. Mentoring isn't just giving advice, it's actually deeply understanding someone's point of view and helping them create their own roadmap. Harvard Business Review has a really nice article about how great coaches ask, listen, and empathize. And in that, they say effective listening also requires our focus, attention, and coaching is fundamentally incompatible with multitasking. So when you're in a mentoring moment, stop and listen. I take notes just to help me focus and use keywords back and reflecting and checking for understanding. Deeply understanding and taking time to review a particular problem will help the mentee process the issue, vent a little bit, realize where they are today, and move on from that. Create an action plan and a roadmap. That's something they own, but you can help facilitate. So I ask 3 questions. Let me share them with you. First one is, what do you want to be famous for? Now, this isn't about being a rock star or something. This is, what do I want to be known for? The next one is, what would you want to overhear your boss talking to his boss about related to you? What would that conversation sound like, and how can you aspire to that? How can you create a roadmap to realize that ambition? Now, you can't actually change how other people talk about you, but you can reflect what you can do. You know, one of my mentees recently said, others' perceptions of me is my responsibility. And I thought that was so powerful. Next is knowing your future self, having a vision for who you want to be in 5-10 years from now. And in my blog, I actually have a script you can read through or adjust to take your mentee on that future self journey if you want to do that one-on-one. And the last point is creating the right framework and time frame, and there's a couple of points to this. First of all, create a track record. And in my process I've given you, I've actually created a document that follows each and every meeting so you can track how you're doing, what's going on, and what are the actions that come from that conversation. Next is the right time frame. Being realistic about the time frame you want those actions to happen and the time frame you're going to have for the entire mentoring process. Those are my 3 tips for mentors and mentees, and I hope they were helpful. But now let me give you some tips for the mentorship as a whole. If you're meeting face-to-face and things get tense or things get emotional, one of the tips I have is take a walk. Going for a walk, getting outside, getting some fresh air can be really helpful. If you can do it, that's great, because the process of moving can help your brain move forward as well. Next, ask for help. If you feel that the conversation's gone beyond what you can do in the mentoring relationship, ask for help, either from another mentor or from some professional. Don't be afraid to ask for help you don't want to get in over your head. You know, mentorship is a journey, and that means realizing our life goals, but also dealing with the bumps in the road. And mentorship can be a great way to help you cope with problems and anxieties and create a way forward through them. So that's it, my tips for mentoring and mental health. I hope you'll find this helpful. I hope you'll get started with mentoring, and I hope you'll check out this next video to help you get started with mentoring, and this playlist to learn more about the power of mentoring. And I hope to see you next time on ProjectSkillsMentor.com. Bye-bye, everybody.